Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for checking out the episode. I'm RJ. Today we have to look at the mystery of Limpany. This is one of the first locations you visit in the game, and it turns out that it's all leading to the real villain of Red Dead Redemption 2. Before I get into it, I just want to give a special shout out to all the subscribers. We're going to have a big live stream later on tonight. We have just turned into John Marston. In our 100% playthrough, we're going to get every secret in New Austin in one live stream. So I hope to see you guys there later on tonight. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. It'll let you know whenever it begins. So here we are, Limpany. If you guys remember Trailer 3, the big trailer that they released before Red Dead Redemption 2 first came out, the last scene in that trailer is Limpany. It almost seems like a symbol of the entire storyline. You got the burnt down village. I'll take you on the grand tour. There's the saloon. I think that might be some sort of shop right there. You got the jail and the sheriff's office. Now, this is one of those locations you will want to visit very early on, because in the sheriff's office you can find a hidden gold bar as well as an important pamphlet. So make sure to come here very early, as gold bars are worth 500. This is an early chapter. We don't have too much money. You get money later on, but at this point Arthur Morgan's probably not going to have much at all. So you get the pamphlet. Make sure to pick that up. And then if you go inside the jail, now here's the thing, if you got the early release version of Red Dead Redemption 2, you can find a treasure map in here. This is my PS4 version, so my early release is on the Xbox. You won't find the treasure map, but unfortunately, these guys were just left here to die. The town getting burnt down, and nobody was here to take care of them, and nobody really cared. Sorry about that, fellas. Now this all leads to Leviticus Cornwell. The true villain in the game. It's not really Dutch. It's not really the Pinkertons, because they were actually hired by Leviticus. There's one thing that you can find here that is the massive clue, and you can find it right here. Blue barrels everywhere. You can go to Saint Denis. You can go to Valentine. You won't see these blue barrels. There's only one place you can find them. Here's the Heartland oil fields, one of the many properties owned by Leviticus Cornwall. There is another hidden location just south. We'll visit that coming up soon. But let's head to the oil fields, the only other location in the game where you can find these blue barrels. Here we are, and that didn't take very long at all. Now be careful, because the guards in the area are extremely hostile, as they already start shooting. But you can see a bunch of the barrels all over the place in the Heartland's oil fields. Let's get out of here. Now, if you remember when you go to Gorma, Leviticus Cornwall owns the sugar mill. So he's destroying the lives of Gorma. I'm pretty sure that he destroyed Limpany, and he owns many of the properties that you robbed throughout the game. You remember that first train heist? That was Leviticus's train, so you get him angry. Very early on in the storyline, you can see how, the Horseshoe Overlook camp is right next to Limpany. So this is one of those first mysteries in the game. Rockstar is trying to tell you that Leviticus Cornwall is that shadowy character in the background. We're heading back towards Limpany. There's one other thing I wanted to point out in this episode. Have you guys ever noticed that time travels quickly in certain areas of the map? I don't know why. You have to help me out. But take a look at this. Right now it's 9:16 a.m. Right? We're going to go for just a little bit longer. And then check the time. And all of a sudden it's 9:59. So most of the time the clock goes much slower. But for some reason, I don't know if it's just because we're in an early chapter or what. There it is, 10:42. We'll check the time again. 11:16. Seems to go faster. I don't know why. Let me know if you guys have any ideas in the comments section below. What is it now? 11:55. Eventually it does slow down. Like I said, I don't know if it has something to do with the location you're in or what. So we're going to approach Limpany, and we're going to look at the proof that it really is Leviticus Cornwall who somehow burnt down the town. And it's not his first time. Man, this guy is up to the most shadiest of tactics. Another thing you do later on in the game is you knock down the entire bridge. You destroy that bridge. And it turns out that Leviticus Cornwall is actually doing work with the government. And he's trying to get rid of the Native Americans in the area. So he's behind the repairing of the bridge. It's just so messed up. So it really is Leviticus Cornwall who's that most evil character and the true bad guy here in Red Dead Redemption 2. So you can see the blue barrels, and if you get a closer look, it's got Cornwall written right on them. Well, not too far away, you can find two different inspectable locations, 2 points of interest that Rockstar put there to let us know that it really is Leviticus who is behind it. So there you have it. Limpany probably was a happening place back in the day, but now it has been completely abandoned. So not too far away from Limpany, you can see a burnt down forest. You see that? Now there's other burnt down, petrified forest and whatnot throughout the game. But for some reason, this is the only one that you can inspect. And there is, of course, an important reason why. You're going to have to go to the exact point in the forest to find out where to inspect. And you will find the same kind of wagon that is also in Limpany, as well as the Heartland's oil field. So here it is. There's the wagon. We'll inspect it in a moment. But you can find the same blue barrel. I think somebody's been left behind. Are you okay, sir? Are you still alive? No way. Looks like he's one of the bystanders who might have been involved in the burning of Limpany. So there is a lockbox right here. We'll see if there's anything important inside. I don't even remember. Any kind of treasure. Okay, so another pamphlet. Oh, that's a good one. That's a real good one. Alright, so this is definitely a location you're going to want to stop by early on as well. Let's go ahead and inspect it. Now, the journal entry does not have an inscription. It is just a drawing, just like another location that we're about to go to. So we have the brush fire. And we'll learn that this is just another one of those underhanded tactics that Leviticus Cornwall uses, man. It's probably how he got all of his riches, by going through some backdoor methods. So there is the drawing, and that definitely lets us know that this blue barrel is connected to Limpany. The tar or something through that company was used to destroy Limpany, and maybe they thought that that was just another grounds to find more oil, because Leviticus Cornwall believed that this entire area was rich in oil, and that turned out not to be true. So there you have it. This location, same blue barrel, also burnt down like Limpany. And there's one last point of interest we have to go to that'll prove once and for all Leviticus Cornwall took out the town of Limpany. You can find this oil derrick just south of the Heartland oil fields. This guy was in direct competition with Leviticus. And look how it turned out for him. Here's his body, completely burnt, just like Limpany. So I believe whatever happened to the oil derrick is most likely what happened to the town of Limpany. Now, if you loot the body, you can find this letter, which proves that Leviticus is using mafioso tactics. It says, "Dear Mr. Varley, it is very regrettable that you have rejected the various extremely generous purchase offers presented to you by Cornwall." And I'm sure they were not generous at all. After that, I would be very concerned about a company of your size, in other words, a small company, being able to continue to compete on price in the state of New Hanover and to secure acceptable rates for railroad transportation. Now, given that Leviticus basically owns and controls the entire railroad, you can see that they're basically trying to muscle this guy, eventually burning him. Here it says, "We look forward to hearing from you soon, and as always, wish you the best of good fortune in all of your endeavors." Yeah, right. Yours faithfully, Cameron Spence, Vice President. That's basically a lackey for Leviticus. So like I said, whatever happened to Limpany most likely happened right here at the oil derrick not too far away. And if you inspect the location, you'll notice that it is very similar to inspecting the forest. I believe that Rockstar put both these locations here to show us that the mystery of Limpany surrounding the entire area is basically just a mystery that leads to Leviticus Cornwall, the true villain and most evil character in Red Dead Redemption 2. I know Micah would definitely give him a run for his money, but the Vanderlyn gang, as Dutch says, they choose who they rob, where Leviticus Cornwall basically destroys everything in his path. And at the end of the day, the Dutch Vanderlyn gang put an end to it. Dutch killed off Leviticus Cornwall. So in a way, I guess they are a hero, and I'm sure many people would appreciate that Leviticus Cornwall has been eliminated. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I always wondered what happened to Limpany, and it turns out that Leviticus Cornwall destroyed it, just like this oil derrick. Much love. I also want to give a special shout out to Fizzy. He has an excellent video here on YouTube covering the subject. Make sure to stop by, show him some love, give him a sub. We got a big live stream later on tonight, so I hope to see you guys there. Have a great weekend. And as always, make sure to stay trippy, my friends. Y'all come back now, you hear?